Hello and welcome to another episode of Z Gamers. This time we are not going to be actually playing any games. This is a random talk episode where we actually tell you things about us. And Nova Star is going to have to be leaving here soon, so if he leaves, me and Star Warrior might continue this just a little bit. But I mean, we just want to talk and tell some stories about our lives. Who wants to start this? Because,
I don't know, my life's not that interesting.
You don't have any stories?
Well, not that I could think of.
I mean, just like any stupid stories that you might have done when you were younger. 'Cause trust me, I got a bunch too.
I have one that was okay. I was 4 years old, and we lived in this like 2-story house with my uncle on like 100 acres of grapevines.
Please don't open those.
And my uncle got me and my brother motorcycles for Christmas.
Oh God, this is gonna end bad.
Okay.
I know his brother.
No, it does not involve him.
Oh God.
But it involves our cousin. Our cousin. Yes, our cousin. And he wanted to try. We got Honda 50s because I was 5 and he was 4. But so our cousin wanted to try them out, and he put it on gear. He put it up to gear 3.
Oh God.
When I had only ever been able to ride it in gear 1, because I was still getting used to it. So I went to the bathroom and we made up this entire like course, this like race course that we had. We made like a small race course to ride around on. So I went into the house for a little while he played around outside, and I come back a couple minutes later and he's there with the bike.
So where the story's going.
So I go and ride the bike, never turned it off, and never put it in neutral either. So, and we had like ramps and everything all over it.
Oh God.
And so me and my brother wanted a race, and I was beating him in the race. I go over a ramp, lose control midair because I was going too fast, and crash into a bush. I like fall on top of a bush, and my brother had to go back to the house to get my dad, and you have to lift the motorcycle off of me.
God.
I knew the story was gonna end tragically with you eating it hard.
I don't know. I was like on the back under a motorcycle in a thorn bush.
Like I said, eating it hard.
Yeah. Sonner, got anything?
Oh, still not yet.
Batman?
I'm just like.
I got a story, and it involves
Just a bunch of childhood stories.
pretty much, yeah. It involves a 3-week frozen hammer, 3-week frozen rusty hammer.
Ew.
So once upon a time there was a moron who just wanted to figure out if the frozen pole thing was real. So he grabs the closest thing that's metal, which was at this moment in time a frozen a rusty hammer, and so he goes and puts it in. Oh God, I'll tell that one a little later. So I go and put it in the freezer. Fast forward 3 weeks. And I have another story that involves. It's the same house. I've lived at a few houses. Just once I was with my grandma, with my parents and my grandma. But basically, skip 3 weeks. I take out the hammer. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna see if this thing works. I stick my tongue onto the rusty frozen hammer, and I'm like, Mom, I can't get it up.
Well, that's where warm water comes in.
Oh yeah. We tried fitting my head and the hammer into the sink, and we couldn't. My mom had to pour the water onto my mouth and the hammer at the same time, and I had this weird little cut mark of half a circle on the tip of my tongue.
Oh.
It was like halfway on my tongue. You just saw a half circle.
Ow, man.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
You got anything?
I actually have a funny story, but it has nothing to do with me. I was out golfing with my buddies.
Please tell me someone gets hit in the crotch.
Oh, no, it's better.
Better than a crotch shot?
It's better. Someone almost gets bit
Oh.
by something, and I'm not going to tell you yet.
Gator?
So, no.
There's
There's no gators in where that golf course is at.
Hungry
We were actually at a practice, and we were going through the course, having our daily session, and we were on the 8th hole. We all of a sudden, we finish our drives, and we're walking down. We see, is that a snake?
Oh God!
And it's like,
Can't be.
this idiot, I'm not going to say his name, but he's an idiot, he picks up the snake, and I don't remember what, but he picks up the snake, and all of a sudden just throws it at a guy.
Oh my.
It hit him in the neck.
Oh god.
And I thought it was the funniest thing ever.
Of
Until
course
it almost attached, and then we all ran for our lives. And I thought to myself, that was the funniest thing I've ever seen.
And
You wouldn't be
I
saying
think
that if the guy who got it
myself,
thrown at.
What a wonderful world.
Oh,
I had the same thing where a guy, he picked up a snake, but it's not interesting. Picks up the snake, crawls around his club a bit, tries to bite him, but then, it's not as cool as that other story.
You wouldn't be saying this if the guy that got thrown at was bitten. You say, I must know this
Oh, you
guy
know
that
what?
got
You know
bit by a snake. My
You know
friend's
what?
a douchebag.
You know what? Never mind. The first story I told did not happen at a golf session with, it happens.
a golf session?
The second one happened at a golf session, but
You got
the other
some-
one happened, I don't know, I think it was with some other idiots.
Aren't we
Well,
all
it's-
idiots? For God's sake, we're teenage boys.
Yeah, talking about our lives.
I'd like to also comment, this dog in the background is the dog I had mentioned in a few of my videos. This is my dog.
It's as big as your hand.
She sits on my shoulder. Dishonored Warrior, do you have a story? I think we're just going to go in this order.
I'm Dishonored Warrior.
You're Dishonored Warrior.
Novastar.
He called Novastar Dishonored Warrior.
Do you have a story? I think we should just go in that order. You, me, then him.
I'm just trying to think of
I
other
still
stories.
don't have another one. I know you have one. You told me this earlier.
I have a story. I have a few stories. This one happened around Christmas. I had just opened up a present. It was Christmas Eve, and I had gotten these Family Guy pants with Stewie, Peter, and Brian on them. And I was running through the hallway, and I had this fork. And
For some reason.
for some reason, I think I was eating a cinnamon roll.
Never mind.
And
False alarm.
basically, I'm running through the hall, and I fall. And Novastar knows where the fork ends up. I want Dishonored Warrior to take a guess where this goes.
Wait, okay.
I'm running through the hall. I have a fork. I fall. Where does the fork go?
I hope you don't stab yourself
Oh, I do.
in the chest,
Nope.
No.
the dick,
No.
No.
the eye.
No. No. I have both eyes. Okay, just gonna stop the guessing. I get stabbed in my right leg.
Where'd the
Oh,
microphone go?
Novastar.
He still doesn't know what that's from. If you know what that's from, comment down below.
Novastar originally thought it went up my butt. Went up my bum bum. No. No. I got stabbed in the right leg, and I don't know if I still have the scar from it, but I did have a small scar. Yeah. No. It was like up here in the thigh.
all right,
You got a story, man?
all right.
Or is
I'm
it
gonna tell a
gonna be me
story about
telling
this
my stupidity?
this scar right here.
Oh.
It
You
looks
can't
like
see
a
it.
guitar.
It's on his knee.
It's on like the side of my knee, and it's
Left
shaped
leg.
like a guitar. Basically, what happened
Shaped
is
like a bong.
What?
Shaped like a bong.
a bong.
Yes. Those
like-
things come in shapes and sizes.
Whatever. I think it's some type of weird triangular guitar.
It looks like a volcano.
Okay,
Swear
moving
to
on.
Another way.
Anyway,
Tell your story.
how I got it was, oh god, it was probably just the most stupidest thing I could, my brother's ever done. And my brother, we were playing with the fire. Yep, I got second-degree burns from that crap.
Oh.
And it got blisters, but while my brother, thought was like, hey, we have some leftover fireworks. And let's
Throw them in the fireplace.
yeah, no, but those sparklers you have?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh my god, if you
Morning
don't wear
glory.
shoes.
Oh, I have a story about Morning Glories. I'll tell it
If you
after.
don't wear shoes,
But
dude, those feel
he
like a
was
mother.
so stupid. He wasn't even paying attention. He was holding it off to the side, and my legs kind of sitting like this. It was kind of like crisscross, and all of a sudden I hear this I just hear this freaking well, not hear it, but I feel it.
I feel
It was it was burning. My leg was almost on fire, and it hurt. My leg, the blistering, it was like that big. It was like about a hand big, and it just blistered everywhere. And then that's how I got the shape of this guitar right here.
Okay.
You got one?
Yeah, mine's also about Morning Glories. It's around the same time as my other one. It was like 4th of July, And we have morning glories, of course, because that's what you do. That's what kids do with them. That's what kids do before you actually light the fireworks at night. Play around with morning glories.
And snakes.
Well, at this time, me and my brother again were really into Star Wars,
Oh,
so we
God.
decided to lightsaber battle with morning glories. I won by burning his ear with it.
Oh, God.
You need Roman candles for that crap. Douche, douche, douche.
Hey guys, check this out.
Another 4th of July one that I have. It happened a couple years ago, but like at the old house that I had, we had a pool, and we would all be me and my cousins and my brother. We'd all be in the pool while my uncle and dad lit the fireworks.
Wait, can I just cut in real
Well,
quick?
okay.
Imagine firing a Roman candle at your friends, and your friend is at a gas station.
Oh my gosh.
Well,
I would do that.
Okay, but my uncle.
Yeah, you kill a friend.
My uncle brought bottle rockets. If
Bottle.
you know what those are.
Oh, I know what those
They're
are.
Yeah.
rockets. You put them in a soda bottle, light them, and they shoot into the air.
Try firecrackers near your ear.
But he launched.
Or Piccolo Pete's.
He launched a couple of those, and they looked pretty cool. So he goes to launch his final one, and then he steps back. The bottle tips over and launches straight at Daisy Bush. Catches it on fire. All the kids in
think
the
God was
pool are
speaking.
splashing or throwing water at the Daisy Bush, and we had this little bucket full of water to put the dead fireworks in and stuff and morning glories, and we threw that on there. It was hilarious.
We better hope someone doesn't report this to child freaking services.
Why?
Or that you're
Because the
using.
stories that we're telling.
Are bottle rockets legal?
They are illegal. So are firecrackers. My uncle got firecrackers, and I was using them. And
So we better not tell any of our names, or we're screwed.
pretty much, yeah. But also, it's a good thing that the child services cannot contact us because they do not know our names. Because I'm pretty sure with some of the stories we're telling, ma'am, have you been watching your children or your son? Yeah. But my uncle I have a bunch of other stories, trust me, I have a lot, but I think the storyteller's going to end pretty soon, then we're just going to talk about ourselves a little. You?
Yeah.
Noah Starch has to leave.
Dad just rolled in.
Yeah. It'll just be me and the Starring Warrior, so Noah Starch, say goodbye.
Oh, bye for now.
Yo,
I know.
yo, get controller.
Recording.
Hey. Caleb.
Caleb. Yeah. Oh, not like you said last name.
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. Not like you said last name anyway.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But for reasons, I'm actually not going to say my name.
Yeah. Also,
For reasons for him as well.
yeah. Basically, don't ever use firecrackers, especially if you're using them in your ear, and don't think you can hold a smoke ball in your hand for a long time. I learned that the hard way.
Oh yeah, they get hot.
They get really hot, and I was like, I'm gonna be like Batman, just like, oh, I have a story involving a smoke ball, and you're gonna like this one. Basically, I was on my roof, and my cousins were over. What?
I'm leaving.
Okay,
I'm
bye.
going to Fresno real quick.
Okay. That was my mom.
Yep.
She's really nice. But okay, so my cousins were over, and I think you would like my cousins. They're really nice, except for the fat one. She eats all the food. Lulu, no.
Like how fat is she?
She's one of those kids that if you roll her down a hill, if she hits one of those thorn bushes, she will pop. She's a fat little
That
bastard.
reminds me.
She's a fat little bastard.
If anybody's seen Fairly Odd Parents, that reminds me of that one episode where they're all fat.
She's a fat little bastard.
How old is she?
I think she's about my weight, and she is, I think, 12.
She's about your weight, and she's fat.
Oh, yeah.
That doesn't make sense.
She's 12. She's, like, up to my shoulder, maybe a little bit shorter. I'm 160 pounds. But mine's muscle. Hers is flab. And I'm pretty sure she has roll on roll on roll. On roll. By the way, they were over at my house, and basically, what happened was I was on the roof. I was like, I'm gonna be like Batman, so I light the smoke ball, and my mom and my two cousins are sitting there on a swing rocker,
Yeah.
and it's the one up here in the front. So I'm on the roof. I'm like right above my cousin who's like a few months younger than me, and I just drop it, and it lands in her hoodie.
Oh.
And she's running around with the smoke ball, and she hits a tree. Yeah, and I almost caught her hair on fire. Because as you know, when the smoke ball's light, they like
Yeah, I do.
they shoot out fire.
I'm actually, this is just a random story. It doesn't really continue or remind me of anything, but it just came to my mind. I used to live in an old house, and this old house, we were getting our cement put in for our driveway, and I was running my bike around.
Oh god.
And, the guys were there, like, okay, just let it dry.
Did you
And
ride through it?
My parents weren't there.
Oh god.
My parents weren't there, so, it was, like, almost, I don't think it was even almost dry, but my parents were gone for the day, and my great-grandma was just, seeing, and I didn't tell her about it until my parents came home and they saw, so what I did was I literally rode into the cement. I was like, get out. I tried to ride out, but, the chain broke.
Oh, that brings me to a story. But
The chain broke, and I couldn't get out, so I was like, just leave it here. So I went and tried to get it sideways, and now it's sideways. Sideways, and I got it out here. And then you could see my feet in it. And so
Were you
I was,
barefoot?
I wasn't barefoot. I had
Okay,
shoes.
good.
I had shoes, so I took my shoes off and like, oh, fart! The freaking bike in the cement, and all you could see was the cement and then feet. And they were like, well,
Judging by the feet size.
judging by the feet size, all right. All you three, come here. And I had a brother and a sister,
Oh.
and yeah, what? I could say I had a brother and sister.
Yeah, I was like, I didn't know you had a brother and sister.
Oh, I
I knew you had a brother. I didn't know you had a sister.
Yeah, she's 8th grade right now. And I was like, both you come here, and then
Right now we're
actually
freshmen.
they didn't know, but they had to bring all three, so they tested my sister out. It's like, okay, that takes up the possibility. And then my brother's 2 years older than me, or not older than me, younger than me. He's 2 years younger than me. So puts it in. He's like, so then they come to me. They pick me up, put it in, and like, what happened? And then they realize they see the shoe markings. And they're like, well, this doesn't make sense. So they tried to find the shoes, but I hid them very carefully in the attic.
Let me guess, I went to the attic.
Yep, and I had to grab my old shoes so they wouldn't notice anything. I was like, hey, why do you have your own shoes? And like, where are your other shoes? And they got very suspicious of me. And
Whenever any kid's young and they're trying to lie or trying to get away with it,
And-
you can't.
And I said, oh, I left them at grandma's, and or my great grandma's. And it's like, oh, all right. So they kind of forgot about it. And they didn't.
Did you get away with it?
Well, they had the suspect, but they didn't really say, they didn't punish anybody. They just chipped it off, and then they smoothed that cement, and then it was all fine.
Well, of course they're not gonna punch anyone.
No, I said punish.
Oh. Like, did they find out it was you?
No.
Oh, nice. That brings me to a story, and oh god, what were you saying?
Cement.
not-
Chain broke.
Chain broke. Thank you. This is probably the last story. I'll tell one more story, and then Disarm Warrior will tell one more story, and then we'll just start talking. And my parents are gone, so if you hear me cuss, that's why. Yeah.
Yep.
So if you want to just go off, I mean, whenever you want. If the story or
I have a
whatever
little
saying-
while.
Yeah, like if the thing includes cussing. Just, yeah. Okay, basically, and this is embarrassing for me, but I'm just gonna say I don't care if this goes online. I was younger. My grandma had just had an open heart surgery, and she's not with us anymore. But my aunt was there, and I used to run around in my underwear and tank tops when I was younger. Yeah, I still walk around in my tank tops, but I wear shorts.
Yes.
But
Seen that. Did Caleb forget this? Or is this
no,
yours?
that's mine.
Oh.
But basically, I was riding my bike, and I used to have this. It was like a decent sized backyard. It had a little trail that went around. I'm doing it for Disarm Warrior, but you guys can't see it. And it went around like this,
Yeah.
and then here was the driveway. Here was the house, and then here's where I'd ride it and go around like this.
Yeah.
Well, about right here, and all right here is like rose bushes, and they have grass.
Oh God.
Well, right here, right about the halfway through the back, the chain breaks, and it kind of sloped down, and I couldn't stop because I was already going so fast. And I'm barefooted in my underwear in a white tank top. And I'm 6 years old, and I'm scared as shit. And I'm like headed straight for the thorn bushes, and I'm like, oh God, and my freaking wheels turn. I'm like, oh God! I hit a brick wall.
Okay, you know what?
I hit a brick wall. I avoided the bushes, but I ran straight into a brick wall.
The rose bushes reminded me of a memory that leads to another memory. I was ziplining.
Not all memories lead to memories.
I was ziplining one day, and
Fine.
yeah,
Oh, nice.
it was up in Yosemite.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it was up in Yosemite.
I've always wanted to do that.
Should freaking go like somewhere.
I should.
I know my parents went to Canada when they ziplined in Canada. That was pretty cool.
I've always wanted to zip line through a forest.
Yeah, that's actually what you do. You go zipline into a forest.
Imagine if a monkey just jumps out and like, fuck yo shit. Freaking close.
Well, anyway, what I was talking about is it wasn't old, but it was very new, and I had to sign a waiver, because of legal reasons, and. I was going through the zip line, and it was actually pretty fun. Even
Rush.
though I am,
Screaming like a bitch.
I am scared of heights. I am afraid of them, and I forget what that's called. Something phobia,
Yeah.
some phobia. But I was scared for my life, and then we got to this like jungle gym part where we had like one steps, and I can remember that I was scared for my life, and.
I hate shit.
When I was probably like 60, 50 feet off the ground. And I was scared for my life, and all I could notice was, it was like, I am going to the afterlife, because when I took a step, this wood snapped. Sorry if I spit though. The wood snapped, and all I thought about was, I'm gonna die. I fell. All of a sudden, I realized safety harness. I almost pissed myself. That's how scared I was.
That reminds me. I ate shit once on a jungle gym. This is the last story.
What?
I promise.
Okay, this is the last one because we're gonna end it off here.
We're not gonna end it. Like we're just gonna start talking a little bit. Just start talking.
I have to go anyway. That doesn't matter.
I could start talking.
Alright.
This girl helped me off the jungle gym. After I ate shit, I got back on, and those old weird ass ladder things?
Yeah.
I was upside down on them.
Oh, you mean monkey bars?
Not the monkey bars. They're like ladders. Like you have chains. They have like those little pegs right here.
You have to be more specific.
It's hard to describe because it's like if you have say this was it right here. I'm pointing at a table because it has like a weird thing. You have chains going right here.
Oh, I know what you're talking
I have
about.
all the pegs between them.
Okay, I know what you're talking about. It's kind of like. You have this like circular thing, and then it's connected with chain. Yeah, I know what those are.
But I was upside down on them, like I had my legs in them, and I was like upside down. So it's like a ladder. And this girl helps me down. I'm like, oh thanks. This was after I ate shit. There's not much story behind that, but this involves her eating shit. So I'm just like sitting up there on the bar stool. I climbed back up. I didn't like go upside down. I just sat on the top of it, and I'm watching kids run around because I was like. Back when I was younger, I was sociable, but I was like, I would like to stay to myself because I'd like to think about things at times. I've always been a thinker. But I'm watching, and I notice her, and next thing I know, she's running, and we have, those little pull-up bars?
Yeah.
She didn't go low enough. She clotheslines it with her forehead, and she just eats shit.
Oh, wait, you meant by, like, literally or figuratively? Or figuratively?
Figuratively, I don't think there was any shit in the wood chips, but I hope there wasn't.
Oh, I thought you meant literally.
No.
Wait, did you? Wait,
No, I did not eat shit.
Literally.
I did not eat literal shit.
Okay, you did not clarify for everybody, because we thought...
Why would anyone eat literal shit? Unless they accidentally fell into the shit. Mouth open, screaming.
Okay. Alright, let's...
But basically, she clotheslined, and...
She got clotheslined?
She got clotheslined because she didn't go low enough. She was playing tag with a friend or something. And she eats shit. I mean, hard, too. I heard a... Doom. I was like, and I'm just staring at her. I'm like, do I help her? She helped me. Do I help her? You want to know what I did? I slowly walked away. I was like, I don't know what
All right.
to do.
I think I have one more story, and I think that's going to be it for me. I don't know if you want to tell any more stories, but for
I'm
me,
probably just going to talk about myself.
I went to a water park that's down in Madeira. Do you know that one? Not the one in Clovis. Not the one in Clovis. The one in
Wild Waters?
Island.
Yeah.
That one. Well, they used to have boogie board there. You
yeah.
remember that?
I remember that.
You're gonna be pissed at me because did you like it?
Yeah.
Because I'm the fault. I'm the reason why they don't do it anymore.
Oh my god, are you kidding me?
I'm not kidding you. I'm the reason they don't do it anymore.
I've always wanted to piss in one of their pools and see if the whole blue thing works.
No, they don't do that. That only happened in grown-ups.
I've always thought, because like people, they say, oh, don't urinate in the water. I'm like, oh, why? Like, oh, we have this dye that activates whenever urine hits the water. I was like, oh. Okay, can I just put something up? Look at that thing in the wood.
Yeah.
It looks like a penis.
Okay. Well, can I continue?
Yes or no? Yes or no? You got the two nuts right there, and then you got the the schlong shaft or whatever.
Okay, let's continue to my story. Now, the story was that, the reason why they don't do it boogie boarding anymore is because of my fault. Is because, I was out there one day.
Oh, God.
And do you know how sometimes, there's like this like wave
The
thing?
endless wave thing?
Yeah. And, I was there and, I was doing the boogie boarding thing. And what happened was that, I was little. I was probably like 7 or 6.
Did you fucking break the wave?
No, I didn't break the wave. This is what happened. There's a thing at the side where you can kind of get sucked in.
Oh, God. Did you get sucked in?
I got sucked in.
Oh,
To
God.
where the point to where 2 lifeguards had to pull me out.
Ass first or head first?
Which one's the better answer?
I don't think there is.
They just pulled me by the arms. Don't worry.
Okay, were you like
They pulled me
stuck
out.
by your body, like a suction? Where you're like
No,
stuck?
it was just sucking me in, and then they could see me trying to get up, and they went in, and they had like paramedics and like, oh, are you okay? Yeah, yeah, and they closed it down, and I felt so bad for the kid when I came back, and I was like, man, why didn't they close it down? And like this kid who was like younger than me, I was like, feel so bad.
I would have laughed. Like, hey buddy, it was me.
Yeah, but I felt so bad, and for everybody else who knows that they love boogie boarding there, yeah, I'm sorry for everybody that I screwed over.
I didn't care for it that much. I mean, I had an 8th grade field trip there, and they added a huge that G-force thing where you just going down, then it skips you across the water.
Oh, Six Flags.
No, not Six Flags. Wildwater Island.
No, we went 7th grade.
No, for me, 8th grade. You weren't at my school.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we went 8th grade. And you know that huge thing that's like it drops you down. And then it's because the fast as you're going, the G-force.
Which one? Oh, you mean in Wild Water, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know that one. That was cool.
I went on there. I was like, I'm gonna die. She's like, you're not gonna die. She drops me after she says that, and I'm just going. I'm like,
It's so fun to have 2 people on there. Just to have 2 people on there.
especially if it's a girl
Especially if it's a girl.
and you're behind her.
Or in front of her.
No.
Yeah.
Well, I guess she could squeeze you. Then yeah, as fast as you're going down, she's gonna squeeze the life out of you.
Well, I mean, then you have the things behind you.
What good does that do you? You're supposed to be behind them.
Well, you're not just gonna grab.
No, it's. I'm not gonna tell you what motion I just did.
Well, okay, we're not.
It's more like. Freaking pelvic thrust that shit.
Oh, God. Well,
Before this gets farther beyond PG, Nova Star's gonna get pissed.
Well, okay. Well, I like my favorite ride. Did you see the It's like you spin in a bowl.
Yes.
And then you drop. That's my favorite ride. I love that ride.
That brings me to a story. And it's not about the bowls, it's about the water park.
The balls? The bowls.
The bowls.
Okay.
Okay, so me and my friend, you know those weird ass slippy slides that go like.
Oh, with the mats?
Yeah, with the mats.
Yeah, that's like my favorite. That's also
me
my
and my
favorite.
friend were doing that like a lot. And we went down, and for some reason, it slows down every now and again.
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't our fault. And I'd caught up to him, And we were trying to push him because we knew when someone else was coming behind me, we were like, go, 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 go. And we see this huge rush of water, and we both get knocked off our pads. We don't know where the water came from, but we just get knocked off, and then we're like tumbling a little bit, holding onto our pads barely. And we're barely able to get on one. Like, we're stuck on one. Because I kind of lost my pad.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So basically, we come down and we just eat shit. No, not literally. Whenever we say eat shit, it's not literal.
Yeah.
And the lifeguard was like, you two, here. And we're like getting in trouble. I was like, Michael. He's like, what? I was like, follow my lead. He's like, okay. And like, we slowly, I went full Batman on this. I just like, I slowly inched away till I was like far enough that he wouldn't really notice that we were there, because he was going to go talk to a superior.
Oh.
And we just book it. We hauled ass.
You went to the other side of the park.
No, we went back to the beginning of the ride.
Oh. Alright, cool.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Well, I think that's enough stories for today, right?
Yeah. If you want to go, you can go. I'm probably just going to talk about myself, because I mentioned I was going to talk about like the numerous girlfriends I had.
Alright, well, I have to see this episode after.
Yeah.
Alright, well, let's see you later.
Hey,
I guess.
later, man.
Frickin' mom's gonna probably get pissed at me for various reasons.
Hey, hey, come back here.
What?
When would be the next time you'd be able to come over to record again?
I don't know, anywhere this week, or probably before school starts.
Yeah, I'd have to ask my mom, but I'm pretty sure she wouldn't have a problem with it unless she wanted to spend the last 2 days with me.
Alright, well that's alright.
Alright,
Well, just contact me on Kick.
Alright, I'll let you know. And then there was one. Yeah. So, as I was saying, basically, now it's just going to be me talking. And we were originally going to talk about all of us. And give me a minute. My dog is literally at the door right now. Come on. I let my dog in. But basically, I'm going to talk about me. I'm not going to reveal my name. I'm not going to reveal personal things. But I feel like most YouTubers, they aren't down to earth at times. I know Markiplier, he gets all emotional when he sees his whole fans do memorial things, kind of. Not so much memorial because he's not dead, but I mean, things to honor him, basically. I mean, I feel like even him as a YouTuber can sometimes be distant as a person when it comes to him making contact and letting people know about him sometimes. Nothing against the guy. He's an amazing YouTuber. And it was actually really hot in my house. I had to take off my long sleeve shirt, and I don't know why I'm wearing a long sleeve in the middle of summer. But basically, it was originally going to be me, Nova Star, and Dishonored Warrior talking about ourselves and letting you guys know, okay, we are normal guys. Obviously, we're normal guys, but I mean, we're nothing special. We're just your average run-of-the-mill guys. And like our description, we're just 3 dudes that like hanging out and playing video games and laughing to hell and back. But, I mean, for me, honestly, I don't know. I can't describe it. I don't want to really say what happened to my friend. Like, I can't put this because I don't know if Dishonored Warrior and Nova Star want me to mention. Like, I was mentioning him earlier, and then they said, go with something. If I say anything else, it's going to reveal the truth of what happened to him. But he's the reason why I wanted to start doing YouTube. He got me into wanting to do it, but we never got to it, and then things happened, things out of my control that I wish I could have been in control of or could have stopped or done, and we were unable to do it. But then me and Dishonored Warrior were talking one day, as I said in the other video, said this will make for a good YouTube channel, and then we decided to make this. I literally made it that night. I jumped on my computer, I got on YouTube, I was like, create an account, made this account, and then I made this, and I was making our background photo and then our freaking logo, and I was like in the middle of that call while doing it, I was like, you know who would be a good person to add? Our best friend Nova Star. Obviously we've known each other for a good amount of time. I'd say I feel like I could trust these guys with my life, and I hope they feel the same way. If you guys if you're watching this, please leave it in the comments. Like, say who it is and say, yeah, I trust you in my life or whatever. But I would trust you guys with my life because I know you guys will be watching over this. You guys want to see how this video ends. But I was like, we should all join up together and do a YouTube channel. And basically, that's how this all started. And I just want to talk to you guys and let you guys know, like, we're here. And if you have any ideas, anything, I don't know where I'm going with this. I'm trying to be sentimental, but it's hard when I don't have someone in front of me. And I mean, you guys are out there, but it's easier for me somehow, like if I know who I'm talking to and I know what the problem is, because I want to help people. I love helping people. I've been raised since I was little to... Okay, here's a little backstory on me. This also intertwines with this. When I was young, my father was in the military. He was in the Navy. He was on deployment. Obviously not during my birth. Well, not obviously. Fathers can't be gone during their child's birth, but my dad wasn't. He was there. But after my dad's, after being born, few weeks or a month, I'm not sure time specifically. It's a bit, I never really asked about it. My dad had to go on deployment again. So, and it's scary, the things that you can remember, because they're so traumatic. And I remember watching my dad drive away, and I was young. I don't know how I remember this, but it must have been traumatic to an extent to me, watching my father drive away and not understanding why my dad was driving away. But now, as I got older, I understood, okay, my dad was away because he was off doing a job that he had to do. He was off serving his country, which we do here respect all veterinarians and in service military. I don't know the proper termage of that. Don't get mad at me. But my dad was deployed during that time, and it was just me, my mother, my uncle, and my grandma. During that story I told you about me almost eating shit on some freaking rose bushes was at the house where my grandmother lived. Because at some time we didn't have our own house, and I was living with, me and my parents were living with my grandmother and uncle. So basically, it was just me, my grandmother, my uncle, and my mom and I. And occasionally my cousins, because it goes me, for my closest cousins, it goes me, I'm not going to use names here. I'm going to use their actual names. I'm going to go Stephanie and Tina. And Tina's the youngest one, and Stephanie's the one who's closest to my age. I think she is going to turn 16 in September. She is a few months younger than me. It was just us, and that they were all I had. And 6 months, every 6 months, I'd see my dad, and I would watch him leave again, and it was traumatic for me. And I don't know. My mom basically raised me for a majority of my life because my dad obviously couldn't. He was gone. And basically, my mom raised me to do many things, and it was to help others, give to others, and respect women, and to be all around a nice person. Like, be the good person that my mom and dad know that I am, and I've been doing so. Be it I am a teenager, I do have my moments where I will lash out, and I do. But I try to help other people. I've always tried to help other people. I'm very nice to people, and if anyone at our school watches this, come up to talk to me. I'm a open dude. I might look closed off, like I look pissed. I've been told sometimes by my mom and some girlfriends that I need to smile more, but certain things in my life, like, I can't tell you. I hold myself responsible to an extent, and I know I shouldn't, but I feel somewhat responsible for certain things happening with friends that I couldn't stop. And I brood about that sometimes. I know you shouldn't brood and fester about things, but it's just what I do sometimes. But please do come up to me. I love to talk. I love to make new friends. I'd love to meet anyone. And to the whole being a gentleman thing, be nice to girls, respect them, I do that. Nova Star does that. Dishonored Warrior does that. We're all around nice guys, and we would never disrespect a woman. And again, like I said before in the other video, the Five Nights video, which we showing up because this one's going to be coming up really soon. This video is going to be uploaded before those. I don't care who I offend, and I'm not like the thug wannabes who mistreat their girlfriends, treat them like complete shit, basically, and who don't give a fuck what happened to them. They basically want them for sex, and that's it. They're trophies, and I don't see women like that. I actually listen to women. I listen to, like, I've had a few girlfriends here and there, yeah. I'm not a guy I'm not a player. I'm not a player. I'm the only reason I do things, like, I don't know where I'm going with this, but basically, I'm a nice guy. Nova Star's a nice guy. Dishonored Warrior's a nice guy. And I don't feel bad, and I understand why they haven't had girlfriends. They're focusing on their schooling, and that's smart. I need to not have girlfriends right now, but I seem to just happen to find them. And if I start liking a girl, and I get to start knowing them, I'm most likely I would ask them out. And I probably shouldn't, but I do, and I don't know why I do. And that's just me. But I don't disrespect them. I'm not like that. And I actually care for them. I can't care for them in the fact of providing a home. I mean, I'm 16 years old. I don't have a job. Because the last time I went to a job interview, the guy that wasn't even there and didn't even show up on time. That's not a subject. I don't know. You know, I'm trying to talk about me. I'm telling you a lot about me. I've told you a lot about my past. I can tell you birthdays, anything. I mean, I want to tell you about me. Me as a person. And that's all I can do. And if Nova Star was still here, I know he'd be opening up too. Hopefully. And I know Dishonored Warrior, if he didn't have to go, because I know they had been here since like 1 o'clock. We're not the kind of people who would hurt others. We're more of the kind, caring, protective type. At least, I know I am. And I don't like to see others be hurt. That's just my thing. I mean, I hate those commercials, like the pet commercials where it's all like, oh, these animals were abused. I don't like those. I'm like, it makes me want to punch the person that did that. It really does. And I know that might seem violent, but I mean, you just don't do that to animals, and you don't do that to girls. You never, ever, that's my one thing that if you ever want to piss me off, there are 3 things you need to do. Insult my mother, hit a girl, or hit an animal. You do either of those 3, I'm literally going to knock the shit out of you. That's the one thing that you don't want to do around me. And I don't know you guys will ever probably meet me for the most part. But those are the 3 things that I will lose my shit on if you do. And it takes a lot. Because I will admit I have had problems with my anger in the past. I don't show it, but I have. But I control my anger now, and basically I try to be the best that I can be, especially when it comes to my friends, because I've had a history of not being the greatest friend that someone could have. And I've actually, honestly, ever since I got to high school, and I've met that certain friend who, again, like I said, I can't talk much about. I don't know if Nova Star and Dishonored Warrior would want me to honestly elaborate on that. If they do, I might, in a follow-up video, I might actually say what happened with our friend. But ever since I met him and he impacted my life, I've been trying much harder to be a much better friend. And I don't know how long this thing has been recording. I know it's damn well past 20 minutes. But I don't know. I can't really run this thing by myself. At least this whole telling about us, because I've only known Nova Star and Star Warrior for, I'd say, max 2 years. And some things I'm still finding out about them. But I don't know. I mean, I'm honestly a simple guy. I'm a 16-year-old, black-haired, blue-eyed male who likes Batman, Dragon Ball, hanging out and playing games, and who respects girls and will do anything for his friends, family, or girlfriends, or anyone. That's all I am. I'm a simple guy. There's no complex past, unless you want to hear like freaking tragic stories like, oh, my dad left. He left for a reason and he's back. He's here. My dad is, well, not right now. My mom and dad are in Fresno right now. But I mean, he's here. It's not like my dad walked out on me. I mean, nothing against anyone whose fathers walked out on them. Just my dad didn't. And I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to end this video right now. I'm getting a call. So thank you for watching. When Nova Star and Star Warrior get back eventually, we'll continue this video. I'm sorry I had to end this so abruptly. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.